crowded in here to not watch a game. It's an indication of the popularity of the NBA draft. Last year, the first time out of New York, it was in Portland. Now this year it comes to Detroit. 2 picks now for the Pistons, number 10 and number 11.
Well, you see, you look at that. Everyone talked about the games that Rodman missed. Sure, that was instrumental in them losing 42 games. But how about when you put Aguirre right next to it and then Polynice as your center? So consequently, they really had trouble from that aspect. Right now, we know that they're looking for a third guard. They like playing Robertson up front at that small forward position. It will be interesting to see. We have some very talented people at that position right now that are available.
And you see that Detroit acquired this 10th pick from the Miami Heat, who do not have a first-round pick, neither does San Antonio or New York, in a conditional deal involving John Sally. And now let's go to David Stern.
As you know, the Detroit Pistons have the 10th pick in the 1993 NBA draft. And with it, they have selected Lindsey Hunter from Jackson State University.
Here at the Palace. 13,000 fans who saw world championship teams here in Detroit a couple of years ago know that the Detroit Pistons are hurt. They know they have to get better, and there's no better way than having picks high in the first round. Lindsey Hunter's mom and dad, Lindsey and Arminta, you see with him in the green room along with his friends and relatives. Lindsey Hunter is a point guard. He is also an incredible scorer. Now, some might call him a wild scorer. He has no conscience. He had 48 points against Kansas, 43 against Illinois, and listen to this crowd.
Well, you may have played small college basketball, but you got a big-time welcome from the Pistons fans here today.
Yes, that made me feel real good. I'm glad to be here in Detroit. I've always looked up to Isiah Thomas. I've always tried to play like Isiah Thomas, and it's just a dream come true to be behind him right now.
Now we have Isiah Thomas and his protege in Detroit. Isiah could probably have led the league in scoring, but for the good of the team, he ran the show. What do you see yourself doing?
Basically the same thing Isiah did. I'll just try to, he's an incredible guy, and that's how I want to be. I've always tried to be like Isiah, and I'll listen to him and learn from him.
What about your college experience? What do you think about your career there?
Well, it was a wonderful experience. Coach Stoglin did everything he could to help me develop, and Coach Perry and Coach Giles, they all contributed to it. I'm just proud I went to Jackson State.
Well, welcome to Detroit.
Thanks.
Don't beat Isiah. The next Isiah Thomas, Bob.
I want to be like Zeke, is what Lindsey Hunter has to say. From Jackson State, he comes to the Pistons. You might call it the changing of the guard as the aging Isiah Thomas sees Lindsey Hunter. And don't make any mistake about it, Isiah Thomas is a well-respected consultant to this Detroit Pistons team, too. I'm sure he had some opinion about who was selected, so that means this is a young man that he'll be glad to help train and bring into the NBA. Here's the first-round recap. Weber, Bradley, and Hardaway. And as you see, Hardaway was traded up there to Orlando, and Weber is at Golden State. Jamal Mashburn went to the Dallas Mavericks. Isaiah Ryder, speaking of Isaiah, went to the Minnesota Timberwolves. At number 6 in the first round of the NBA draft, Calbert Chaney from Indiana, then Bobby Hurley, Ben Baker from Hartford went to Milwaukee, Rodney Rogers out of Wake to Denver, and Lindsey Hunter with the Detroit Pistons.